Hello everyone, welcome to My Tea Connection Live, the number one place on the internet for Chinese tea education and for connecting with other tea aficionados. My name is Lauren, and this is my rooftop here in southern China. Look at this cat just eating the bamboo. Nature. And look at this nature over here. This is really, really different kind of white tea. And the reason it's so different is just look at the back of these leaves. Black. Just black on the back, super kind of a beige trichome coating, heavily trichome covered, but black on the back of the leaves. Now, I don't have any real information on this tea. I don't know where it's from. I don't know the details of the processing. Just look how different that looks. I don't think I've ever seen, like maybe one of those Yunnan white teas, a little bit similar. So that's probably what this is. And if you look closely at these leaves, I just don't even know. I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments can give me some information about what they think this is. But just really different. Really nice buds, kind of plump. But then the back of these leaves are just black. But this was sold to me, or it came to me as a white tea. And I just don't have really any good idea. But yeah, a lot of nature going on. This mystery white tea, this cat just eating the bamboo, this dog just chilling. And these birds just going crazy over here. Lots of birds and this cat just having a great time. And this dog's doing so much better with the fireworks. But yeah, still some fireworks from Chinese New Year. But yeah, this is my Chaozhou stove, and I'm just gonna break into this tea now. But it's just so special and different. Maybe it's difficult to see. Maybe this way, a little bit better lighting. But the back of these leaves are just black. And it has these really nice beige trichomes covering everything else. Like thick, furry, shiny trichomes covering everything else. And it's about half buds and half kind of those first leaves. Really kind of a different sort of tea. I've never seen a white tea like this. Maybe someone in the comments can tell me. Have you ever seen a white tea that has like the back of the leaves are just black? And the other side is just trichome covered. Really interesting. And I don't have any information on it other than it's a white tea. So that just tells me how it was processed. Hey, Soviet Death. Welcome to My Tea Connection Live, just on my rooftop here in southern China. Just about to crack into this mystery white tea. It's so interesting looking with the black leaves and shiny, furry buds and first leaves. Whoops. But yeah, I'm just going to give it a little rinse-a-roo. Got the Chaozhou stove out today. And the dog. And the cat. Hoods is going to drink some water. Oh, no, he's not. He turned around. Okay, let me just rinse these leaves and get into it. Look at the water actually just beating up on this leaf here. There's really kind of something a little different about these. Really nice rinse there. I love leaves that don't absorb a bunch of water. So you get a really clean rinse. And that's usually the case for the rinse, because they're just getting exposed to water for the first time. Look at that black color and the contrast between these black leaves and these like beige trichomes. Really a striking tea. The aroma is really nice. It's sweet and kind of like oatmeal. Yeah, it's kind of like an oatmeal scent. Anyway, I'm just going to kind of warm up my teaware here. This is just the rinse. I'm just going to discard it. But let me get into that first infusion with this mystery white tea. Yeah, I'm going to drink this infusion here. Hey, Ian, thanks for stopping by, dude. And Jenny Bishop asked, are you going to try it? Of course, I'm not just going to stare at it. Let's give her a gander. Give her a go. Really light. It's pretty good. It's just really light. A little bit of like oatmeal, peach. I remember when I was a kid, like buying the cheap oatmeal packets with like cheap freeze-dried fruit pieces in it. It's like that. It tastes kind of like oatmeal peach. Yeah, Ian Connolly, thanks for stopping by, dude. This is my rooftop here in China. This is my cat, Huzi. Huzi means tiger in Chinese. And just drinking this tea, this mystery white tea, which a friend gave to me with very little information, except that it's a white tea. Okay, so that just tells us it's been, like, there's no kilgreen process. It's never cooked. It's just kind of withered. Look at the way the water is. Like, some of these leaves, like, aren't even wet. Like, see that little dark spot there where the water hit it? But the rest of it was like some shiny otter fur coat just repelled the water. Really interesting. Really interesting. You can see like these light spots on this where the water has just been repelled by that thick foundation of trichomes on there. Really, really cool. Ian's so funny. But yeah, this first infusion is just super light, kind of slightly peachy, kind of oatmeal. It's nice. Really nice air quality today. You can see the mountain over here. And really kind of foggy up there. I didn't hike the mountain today. You know, I have this vicious habit of waking up super early and hiking the mountain, and the next day just sleeping it in. And it's kind of this like back and forth battle with myself to be that 5 a.m. guy. Like, I always want to wake up at 5 and then crush the mountain hike. But like today, slept till 11. And it's not like I was sleeping a ton, but I was working until like 2 a.m. But yeah, there's still a lot of fireworks going off. You know, Chinese New Year is like a week, 10-day, multi-week event. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. So yeah, there's some fireworks going off. I've lit off so many fireworks. I'm trying to make up for the lack of carbon I spew as a bicyclist. Yeah, Enter the Dragon. Actually, a Year of the Snake. Yeah, the dragon was last year. Right? Wasn't it? Anyways, infusion number 2. Go, go, go. Like, see this leaf? Dark here with the water. But the rest of these trichomes, thick trichomes just repelling the water. Really a different sort of, like, hardy variety here. I'm not sure what cultivar this is. It reminds me of one of those Yunnan white teas. But yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, I mean, the size of these buds tends to tell me, yeah, that's probably like an Assamica, you know, Camellia Sinensis making sense. Camellia Sinensis Assamica is what I think this is. But because of the size of those buds, like, that's a large bud. Thank you, Jenny. Jenny said, beautiful garden. Thank you. Finally, some respect in this chat. I got my, do you think this is natural or man-made? Look at the angular architecture of nature on that bamboo. And then I got this one. I don't know what this is. Lemon tree. See my little lemon tree? Look at that fat lemon over there. Yeah, we got some like peonies, and these things are just thriving. That's sugarcane over there in the corner. This little cactus thing. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little jasmine, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Roses, nice roses. Oh, where are my, grapes. Got the grape plant going. I'm gonna get some grapes going up here. Really nice, beautiful roses here. Look at this peach rose, delicious. Thank you, Jenny, for noticing all the hard work my wife put into this rooftop garden. Yeah, the truth is, and this is a Gongfu. It's what is it? It's this sweet potato. And you can just grab this and eat it as like a green vegetable. It's delicious. Yeah, but my wife really deserves the credit for most of this garden. Oh, and don't forget my tea plant that is just hanging on by a thread. This Dansong tea plant has been struggling. But, it's putting out some new shoots there. Like, we'll see what happens. I'm not, betting my livelihood on that tea plant producing. It's a little bit hot up here in the summer, so that kind of cooked my tea plants. But yeah, thank you. Thanks, Jenny Bishop. It's nice of you to comment on my garden. Yeah, I mean, this is by far the best apartment I've ever had. I've lived in Thailand, Vietnam, and China for many years. I've had, 5, 6 different apartments in China. I lived in a hotel in China for the first 6 months when I came here, or the first 4 months. But yeah, this apartment, dude, with the rooftop, I made sure I had that in the contract because I just think the rooftop is so awesome. And now I'm just like spoiled. Like, I'll always just want an apartment with a rooftop now. Let's play a little game. Guess my rent. Come on. It's a 3-bedroom downstairs, a nice 3-bedroom. I don't exactly know the size. Maybe like 90 square meters. I don't know. Maybe like 1,500 square feet or something. Guess my rent. Come on. I'm waiting. Guess how much I pay for rent for a 1,500 square foot 3-bedroom. It may be a little bit bigger than that. It may be like 1,800 square feet. 100 a month? Okay, that's a little bit ambitious. No, I pay more than 100 a month. So I pay 3,600 RMB, which is just over $500 a month. Yeah, Jenny, that's pretty close. Yeah, about $500 a month is what I spend here. I mean, where, like, in America, you're not going to get a rooftop apartment, like, with, like, a little bit of view. Like, that's kind of like a view, and a nice little mountain view over here. 500 a month, not bad. Yeah, and that's just the story of Asia. I mean, of South Asia. Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, I've never been. But, 500 a month gets you a nice place. And I'm fully convinced that if, you're a young person and you just, really want to go for it, find a way to make $1,000 a month and then move to Asia. Find a way to make $1,000 a month on the internet. And there are many paths. And then move to Asia. And you're just going to be set. Like, your standard of living is going to be way higher than it would be in America. And the kind of people you'll attract will be like other kind of business owners and ambitious people, winners, When you're a foreigner in Asia, obviously you can like get drunk every night with other foreigners and stuff. But if you resist that, which I did that for many years, and then I quit drinking in 2019. But if you can resist that, the kind of locals you'll network with will be higher level people, and you can learn a lot from them. You maybe help them in some business. They maybe help you. And yeah, it is banana. Oh, I'm sorry, this is not a banana. No, this looks tremendously similar to a banana tree, but it's not. Yeah, it does look very similar. And there are many banana trees around here, like naturally. Like up in this mountain, there are banana patches that I hike through or past every morning. But yeah, this is not a banana tree, although it looks extremely similar. Like that leaf, yeah, I know it looks like it. But yeah, just loving Asia, and really nice kind of sunset going on over there. The sun just kind of tucks itself behind those trees, and then you get this really nice color. But yeah, good apartment here. The best apartment I've ever had. And maybe, you know, it's not saying a whole lot. Like, you know, obviously there are way nicer places than this. But yeah, I mean, I came to China in 2014 with like $1,000 and a dream. And I've had many really bad apartments. My cheapest apartment was about $300 a month. And this is just like way better. And it's only not even twice as much. So yeah, I first came here in 2014. And then I left right before COVID, and then I couldn't get back in. So I was stuck outside of China for 3 years. During that time, I spent some time in Georgia, Eastern Europe country. Eastern Europe, pretty cool. Eastern Europe, also a kind of $1,000 a month type living place. I really like that. I just think it's incredible. Like Americans are so lucky. We speak English, and we have access to like, the US dollar and stuff. I mean, you can find a way to make $1,000 a month on the internet, selling something or producing something, or even working for some company remotely. And then 75% of the world opens up to you, because you can live in all these places on $1,000 a month. South America, Eastern Europe, Asia. Anyways, and that's kind of bare bones. Obviously, you'd want more than that. But you'd have this freedom of location and time, which you could develop other businesses and stuff from. Cool. Jenny Bishop said she's in London. That's awesome. My father was born in England, and I went there when I was a small child, but I haven't been there in many years. I haven't been to England, I guess, in over like 20 years. 25 years? More than that, like 30 years. Since I was like a 5-year-old child. Like my parents took me there. That's cool. Yeah, thanks for watching my stream here. Look at this cat. This crazy cat. So cute. So relaxed. No plans to come back. I'm just working on my tea business, so China's a good place for that. Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, this cat was not beautiful 3 months ago. 3 months ago, it was completely bald on its head. It had like white skin underneath. So it was just like bald and cloudy eye. Like one of its eyes, couldn't even see it. And it was like half the weight. It was like sick. And we just fixed this cat up. My wife just brought it home one day. So this is the kind of cat, and this exotic short hair. Like these kind of cats are not supposed to be wild on the streets. And this cat was like dying. So totally fixed it up. This dog too, also a fix-up story. Came to us like 10 years ago with 1,000 ticks on it, about to die. Anyways, and her son now, that dog's son, is my main battle dog now, who's not up here, because he'll kill the cat. Okay, enough jaw jacking. Here's infusion number 2. Wow, we're just on the second infusion. It feels like it's been an eternity. Nice color now. Wow, the color's really getting a lot richer. You can see the leaves are starting to get kind of saturated. No more of those little dry spots. Much nicer color. Yeah, the cat was really messed up. But it's totally new cat now. Like you wouldn't even recognize it. It's amazing. The old fix up the cat. Thank you. Yes, that's a fine woofer. All right, let's try this second infusion. So far, it's a kind of a mellow taste. Oatmeal, kind of peachy. Nothing too crazy. But also not like the creamy kind of vanilla I usually like from Fuding white teas. Is just not really present here. So this is, I'm tending to think this is like a Yunnan white tea. And also the way those leaves work or look. Okay, it's getting more creamy. So that second infusion is definitely more kind of those trichomes. Maybe some of them are breaking off and getting into the infusion. Yeah, you can see a couple trichomes floating around in there. So it's getting a little bit more creamy. Oh, yeah, Jenny, yeah, no comparison. Yeah, a good quality loose tea is, people sometimes tell me like, oh, tea's really boring. And I'm like, well, you haven't really had real tea. And I never had real tea. I grew up in San Diego, but I was never exposed to high quality tea until I moved to China. So it's like, I never would have discovered it. I'm always like amazed at people that have never been to China. And they're like, yeah, I love, loose Chinese tea. I'm like, wow, you're so lucky to have discovered it. Like I had to move to China before I discovered it. It just wasn't even on my radar. Never even considered it as something I would really fall in love with. You're lucky too, Jenny. Jenny Bishop from London. That's cool. Thank you for joining my live stream to watch me ramble on my roof here in China with this lovely cat. I was never into cats either. Never. This is my first cat. My wife just brought it home. And I really love this cat now. I was never into cats. This cat's just so cool. Look at his eyes are kind of dirty. You can clean those eyes and then they just kind of get like that again. Yeah, this cat purrs constantly. He's a really nice, big, fluffy, plump, healthy cat now. Totally different than a couple months ago. But yeah, second infusion, much better than the first. Yeah, it's starting to taste a lot better. Let's see the third infusion. Wow, look, there's still like a little dry spot right there. These amazingly thick trichomes. And here too. Like some of those trichomes are like repelling water. It's an interesting tea. The flavor's not like, like look at this little, look at this underneath this leaf here. Like that light color, it's dry. These thick, super thick trichomes just repelled the water. It's incredible. This plant is protecting itself from becoming tea. So funny. Whoops. Just dropped a bunch of leaves out of the ground. Let me just throw those back in. So yeah, I'm guessing this is like a Yunnan, Camellia Assamica. Just by like the size of these fat buds and the hardiness of these leaves. You can see there's like a bud. It's a nice picking standard. They've gotten some nice material here. It's like a Bai Mu Dan. They've got the bud and then the first and second leaf. So there's like the little bud that's really silver, like a little silver spear there. And then those two leaves. So it's like a Bai Mu Dan from Yunnan is kind of what I'm calling it. But yeah, so let's do this. This is infusion 3 or 4, I'm not exactly sure. It's nice. It has sort of a cleaning property, kind of astringent, kind of drying into the mouth. It's nice. It just lacks that like creamy vanilla mouth coating, throat coating, fooding white tea character. But it's interesting, and it seems to be a nice material. Like this is probably one of their better, like this producer's better teas. But I don't think it's something I would go out of my way to purchase or put on my website. Not like this cat. Maybe I should start a little auction for this kitty cat. Okay, let the bidding begin. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Sorry to do that to you guys. This is about tea. We're always getting sidetracked by that cat. So yeah, this mystery white tea, I think it's a Yunnan Bai Mu Dan. It's good. It's good, but it's not. It doesn't wow me, you know. Yeah, Jenny, thanks for stopping by. You can just come pick up that cat. I can deliver it to Hong Kong. You can just swing by. I can have it delivered to the Hong Kong airport. You don't even have to leave the airport. You can just stop in Hong Kong, and I'll just, with your British passport, assuming you have one, you get visa-free 180 days in Hong Kong. So just fly to Hong Kong, and I'll just get this cat couriered to the airport. Thank you. Thank you, Jenny. Thanks for taking this cat off my table, both literally and figuratively. That's so funny. All right, I'm curious. Let me try to cook this tea a little bit more. This is infusion number 4. Let's see what kind of like maximum flavor we can get out of this. Just cook it a little bit. Okay, let's see what this is like. I always love having a new experimental session with a tea, because you can kind of just, push it to the extremes. Okay, let's use super hot water and cook it for a while. Look, there's still dry spots. Really interesting, thick trichome coating. And that color is pretty thick, too. Looking nice. The tea? No. I don't grow tea, except for a couple failed experiments. I travel around China pretty consistently and visit tea farms and tea gardens. So I'm constantly traveling around China. I don't I have a tea website, myteaconnection.com. Started it about 3 months ago. And I don't buy my tea from tea markets. I get all my tea from farmers. So I constantly am running around tea fields, slipping around slippery slopes in my flip-flops, trying to find really high-quality tea and build relationships with the tea farmers. And that's what I do. So this is just a sample that one of the farmers sent to me. Actually, my wife got this from one of her friends. So that's why I have no information. Usually I'd have some more information on a tea. Edgar's in the house. Gaiwan gang? Whoop whoop. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Edgar. Gaiwan gang. Yeah, I'm trying to popularize that phrase. And it looks like you're trying to do that too. Thanks, man. Thanks for representing the Gaiwan gang. Gaiwan gang representative here. Yeah, it is good fun. Scoping out new tea locations, tea regions, tea terroirs. And yeah, spring picking season's just around the corner. So I'm going to reach out to a couple tea farmer friends and see if I can just come make some video of their processing. I love getting that original video, which is not too common. It's just kind of a good thing to have, and just to learn more. You know, I'm constantly just trying to learn. Like, I'm not an expert. This is my learning journey. And so every time I go to a tea farm, I learn new stuff about tea. And there's a bunch of tea books that I'm reading, and just trying to level up my tea game, because I've decided this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I mean, standing on rooftops in Asia, drinking great tea with chubby cats. I mean, this is more than I could have ever anticipated. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Jenny and Edgar. Yeah, Jenny, that's a good point. I usually try to go to the restroom before I start these live streams, but yeah, I'll consume this entire thing of water, and then I'm like a camel. I mean, I can go a long time. I usually run out of water before I need to use the restroom. But yeah, I drink a lot of tea. Yeah, the other teas I've had today are teas that I started yesterday. I constantly have teas in a state of like rotation, or like not rotation, but like an unfinished tea. So I'll have like gaiwans from yesterday that I just need to finish. So a lot of times I'll just take those leaves, throw it in a big pitcher, and just hit it with the hot water, kind of like grandpa style. Yes, all tea naturally contains caffeine. And when they butcher it, trying to get the caffeine out of it, it's always a mistake. So yeah, in general, buds and little baby leaves have higher caffeine than more mature leaves. And in general, the first couple steeps, the first couple infusions will have most of the caffeine. So if you wanted to make it kind of a decaf tea or low caffeine, which sometimes I do, like if it's really late in the evening and I want to go to sleep soon, I'll just do like the first 3 infusions and put those in a separate pitcher and put those aside. Maybe put those in the fridge for tomorrow. But those will be kind of your high caffeine infusions, because caffeine is, water soluble, a water soluble xanthine. So yeah, just kind of take your first 3 or 4 infusions, take those off, take those away, and then start from like your 5th or 4th infusion. And that'll be like kind of a low caffeine tea session. But yeah, all tea naturally contains caffeine, as it should. All right, this is infusion number 5. Yeah, that longer infusion last time, and like infusion 4 was kind of, I cooked it a little bit longer. Didn't really seem to have too much of an effect, which can be, that's like kind of a good sign. Like it didn't get bitter or anything. But yeah, these are nice leaves. But if you come into it thinking you're going to get that fooding, creamy vanilla wafer, mouth coating experience from white tea, this white tea is not that. It's much more cleaner finishing and kind of like oatmeal and peaches. But yeah, if you're just joining me, this is my rooftop here in southern China. This is my cat Huzi. Huzi means tiger in Mandarin. Okay. Thanks for stopping by, man. F.E. Painter, right on. Mexican teas are delicious. Okay, well, when I use the word tea, I'm really just talking about one plant, and that's Camellia Sinensis. And that's the tea plant. So what you're describing is like herbal teas and tisanes. And those are all delicious and cool also. But I don't consider those teas. That's like an herbal tea or a tisane. But tea is from the Camellia Sinensis plant, of which there are many cultivars and varieties. But definitely, dude, thanks for stopping by. Love me some Mexico. I spent a day, or actually like 2 days in jail in Mexico once when I was younger in Tijuana. So I grew up in San Diego. So yeah. Actually, my Spanish, Jenny asked me, can you speak Chinese? Yeah, they're just kind of like different plants. So yeah, everybody calls everything a tea, F.E. Painter. But tea is really just the Camellia Sinensis plant. That's the tea plant. Everything else is kind of like a tisane or an herbal tea, but it's not what most people would consider tea. Camellia Sinensis, the tea plant. Jenny Bishop asked, but thanks for stopping by, dude. Right on. Jenny Bishop asked, can you speak Chinese? So actually, my Spanish is still better than my Chinese. But I can get by in Chinese. 我可以说一点点。我喜欢喝茶。这个是我的谈路。So, you know, I can speak a little bit of Chinese, but I'm not fluent. You know, like we can discuss like some different foods and where I went last week, but we're not going to discuss like, you know, molecular biology or something. I think I have the Chinese of like a 5-year-old or something. Yeah. Give you the grand tour here. First, there's this dog. But yeah, we're just coming out of winter, so all of these things are supposed to be blooming at some point. But yeah, it's just kind of like, it's a little bit messy looking actually. But like, check out these trees. These are native to this region. Look at this. It has like this root that just comes out of the side of it and just like reconnects into it down here. Fascinating the way these plants in this high humidity part of the world have grown. It's so interesting. But yeah, we got all sorts of plants here. This kind of looks like an avocado tree, but it's not. Yeah, it's some, you know, your roses, my grape plant. This is like some peony or something. Not really sure. Roses. That cat. Sweet potato. I'm going to eat that. And, yeah. This palm tree. This banana tree imitator. This lemon tree with this fat lemon over here. Yeah, it's just my failed tea plant experiment. See, this is Camellia Sinensis, but it's having some problems. I don't want to talk about that tea plant. And these will all be beautiful flowers in like a month. And this one's already throwing some flowers. This is some bougainvillea. Yeah. This is some awesome bamboo. This is a cast iron stove. This is a Chow Joe stove. See, I use charcoal. Yeah, Spanish is easy, especially for an English speaker. There's so many cognates and like similar words, Latin-based languages. But yeah, Chinese is super tricky and difficult. It's a tonal language, so there's like, you know, you might look at something spelled a certain way, and in the pinyin, that's how we put it into phonetics or put it into the Roman alphabet. There's a system called pinyin, P-I-N-Y-I-N. And so, you know, there'll be like a tone mark on top. And so if you say it a different way, it means something different. Like if I say, this food's really good, mei wei, that means it's delicious. But if I say mei wei, that means it tastes like shit. So it's like, it's really kind of funny. It's really kind of funny. Yeah. But yeah, FE Painter, thanks for stopping by. I usually just talk about Chinese tea here. That's what I'm all about. And I have a long video coming about this device called a Gaiwan, just a lidded cup. I'm going to get that posted on Tuesday, California time. And that'll be kind of my first long video. And then every Tuesday I want to post a long video. And then I do daily short videos and lives too, all about Chinese tea. Thanks for stopping by, FE Painter and Jenny Bishop. And Edgar stopped by, representing the Gaiwan gang. But yeah, that's what this is, Gaiwan. It's a Gaiwan. Gaiwan. And it's the kind of fundamental, foundational piece of teaware. I mean, if you're just like brand new to tea, like get a Gaiwan and then find some good leaves. Serpent Rider in the house. Man, am I glad to see you. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Yeah, I'm just drinking this mystery white tea, which I've kind of come to the conclusion it's like a Bai Mu Dan from Yunnan. But it doesn't have that kind of creamy, mouth-coating deliciousness of a Fuding white tea. It's more of a clean, finishing, oatmeal, peachy white tea. But nice color. This is like infusion number 6 or something. So still going strong. Actually, some of these leaves and buds, like there's still like dry spots where this thick carpeting of trichomes just has been repelling the water. It's fascinating. Yeah, that's right, Serpent Rider. Really nice picking. It's like this perfect little bud and 2 leaves, like Bai Mu Dan standard. It's really nice. Yeah, good observation there, Eagle Eye. And yeah, nice color. It's like this cat who's deep in meditation now. You can't even, his eyes are closed. So relaxed. Oh, now he's awake. Hey, Hoodza. That cat's so chill. Yeah, I never knew I was a cat person. And in fact, I actually kind of looked down on cat people. And now I get it. You know, now with this cat, I get it. But yeah, dude, thanks for cruising over, Serpent Rider. Representing the Gaiwan gang in the house. Edgar stopped by earlier. And, representing his set, the Gaiwan gang. Started throwing up colors. And it's what I love to see. Aw, Jenny said she has a puppy. That's just terrific, Jenny. Thank you for sharing that. What kind of puppy is it? This dog gave birth to 8 puppies in my bed while I was in India once. The bed was a total loss, as you can imagine. I like this white tea. I mean, it's not like sugary sweet Fuding white tea, but it's like, it feels kind of substantial. It's a giant border collie. Oh, those are cute. Border collie. Yeah, oh yeah, border collie puppies are really cute. Moonlight white tea. What is this you speak of? Oh, is that like tea that was picked at night? Some special night picked variety? Moonlight white tea. That sounds magical. That's going to take you on a magical journey. Sounds great. Well, I think I've probably done enough here today. Yunnan Bai. Cool. I'll check that out, man. Serpent Rider, thank you. I love being exposed to new concepts. Cool. Yunnan Bai. Yunnan Bai. Yunnan Bai. Cool, I'm going to check that out, dude. Thank you. Thank you. And this is Hoodza, and Hoodza's going to go to sleep now. Oh, big yawn. Oh, missed it. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thanks so much for stopping by. Serpent Rider, dropping some knowledge bombs. Jenny Bishop battling her border collie puppy. And then Effie Painter stopped by. Started talking herbal teas from Mexico. And then we had Edgar throwing up the Gaiwan Gang sign right on. And, yeah, and then Ian stopped by and was a little bit off. And Soviet Death was the first to stop by, who said hi. What a nice guy. Anyways, thanks, everybody, and I will see you next time. And leave you with these interestingly different Yunnan Bai Mu Dan leaves. Thank you so much.